Someone once stated, your life does not get better by chance. It gets better by a change. Hello all, this is Akshara Viramallu. I would like to commence my talk with an instance that occurred in my life. During our school fest, our school launched about 4 events including Zoomers. During a speech given by my resource person, Mr. Kunal Sareen, in the account of Zoomers, he has stated that smoking has less effect on the death of a human compared to sitting. I was bewildered by this statement and had a flashcard of me sitting 24/7 during this pandemic. Then I gave a thought about what I can do instead of sitting. Well, I can walk, talk to my parents, but that includes sitting as well, play with pets too, but since I do not have any, I don't think I can consider that as an idea. Well, walking was a great idea, but that could not be accomplished either as there was less amount of space in my house to walk. Then I realized that I needed to be engaged in activities that include physical movements, and then evolved the eternal idea of exercising. So something that has motivated me even more to exercise was a study conducted by the World Health Organization. They carried about 358 surveys in 168 countries and came to a conclusion that more than 1 in 4 people across the globe are not receiving sufficient amount of exercise in their daily lives. Initially, I wanted to exercise on my own, but I altered my decision after taking a look at the results of the study and my parents. My dad, like me, is stuck at a position trying to finish all of his office work, whereas my mom is busy taking care of our household chores, which could effortlessly be accomplished by several machines that make life simpler, like washing machines, dishwashers, vacuum cleaners, and many more. Overall, my parents and I are not involving ourselves into more of physical exercise. Then, I came up with a 30-minute full body exercise plan, including these basic exercises like jumping jacks, squats, crunches, meditation, and many more. So this plan was religiously followed by us for 15 days, which made astonishing changes in our lifestyles, I must say. Initially, before we had the habit of exercising together, my parents and I used to spend most of our time on our screens, trying to finish our tasks or either lazing around. But after we developed the habit of exercising together, I began to continue a skill of mine that I abandoned for a very long time, I must say, which is drawing. My father managed to accomplish most of his tasks before the given deadline, and my mom finished all of our household chores within no time and was reading books too. This change was a huge delight in our lives. And in order to enhance this improvement even a little more, my parents and I decided to eat healthy. Now, eating healthy was not when the word healthy was on top of our foods. It was when we actually began to consume something that is healthy for us, like fruits or vegetables as well. It was almost impossible in the beginning, but with time, my parents and I slowly managed to eliminate all sorts of junk and oily foods. In fact, there was a study published in the International Journal of Obesity in 2019 where there were around 2,500 college students who were put into a 15-week strict aerobic plan. They were asked not to change their diets. Apparently, more than 2,000 of them shifted onto a balanced diet. Henceforth, the co-author of the study, Molly Bray, has stated that instead of taking something away, you can add physical activity to your life, and the consequent changes may be significant changes in the way you eat. So I was waiting for so long to ask this question. What food are you permitted to eat while you're fasting? The answer is fast food. Moving on, looking at our unbelievable transformation, most of our relatives were very much fascinated to join us. So my entire family, my parents of course, and I had to meet almost every single day to work out together with some activating music. During our sessions, we proceeded with discussions like how my parents used to exercise in their times. This was when my grandmother was explaining how they divided their household chores, like drawing water from well, grinding spices with mortar and pestle, cleaning their houses with brooms, and many more errands of this sort aided them in order to improve their relationship with each other. So I have noticed something very similar between two of our generations. They used to divide their houses improve their relationship with each other, and currently, my parents and I are exercising together in order to improve our bonding. This was when I concluded that a strong family builds each other up, which can profoundly be achieved by exercising. My parents and I currently are motivating, building ourselves up, and as a result, we are growing together mentally and physically. Our sessions were incredible until a few personal tasks that are to be accomplished intruded our relatives' attention into joining our meet. Adding on to this discontinuation, my father had meetings of high importance during or around our exercising time, so he was kind of forced not to attend to our meet. Also, I had a few academic-related tasks, I must say, like extra works in math, science projects, or any sort of study sessions with my friends that I could not afford to miss. So even though the zeal of exercising together was in ourselves, we were performing it at different timings, which was completely scattering our sleep schedule. So if the tasks that I previously stated and many more of that sort are consuming a high amount of time, exercising in our case would be on pause for that day, assuming that it can efficiently be accomplished the day later. Well, the phrase tomorrow never comes was completely true in our case. I was devastated due to this immense break and decided to restart our journey. For this, I requested my parents to reduce their screen time and accomplish their tasks in this time. In this manner, their works will be done and we can also have our exercising time back with us. So after constantly reducing our screen time, my parents and I have observed immense changes in our sleep cycles. Initially, it was exercising first and then our tasks. But right now, it's our tasks first and then exercising. So this is saving a lot of time and is permitting us to sleep earlier than we usually did. And as a result, we were waking up earlier. In order to utilize our precious morning time efficiently, my parents and I decided to work out in the mornings rather than evenings. In fact, there was a study published in the International Journal of Physiology which was conducted by Sean D with his team in 2019, where they concluded that exercising in the morning has more benefits compared to exercising in the evening. By exercising in the morning, our body clock is shifted to morning times, and as a result, we would be tired by the end of the day. So this process is repeated again and again. Also, morning sweat could lead to an amazing mental health. So this is our family journey of enjoying the success of exercising together. If our family can exercise in our so-called busiest lives, so can yours. So why not start exercising from tomorrow or today? Thank you.